Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day and welcome back to the Moving to LA vlogs. So today's video is a little bit different because I just wanted to sit down and chat to you about some of the ways that you can save money while decorating your house or redoing your space, because this can be a very expensive process and before you realize it, you've spent way more money than you thought you did and your house is still empty, which is what's happening with me. So before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to Chromebook for sponsoring this video and stay tuned to see how I use my Chromebook to help me decorate my space. Tip number one is to make a very detailed list of what you need to buy. And I mean everything. Just try to look ahead into what your life will look like when you're living in each room. What things will you need while you're in there? And break it down by room. That's what I've done and it's made it a lot easier. But this is a great way to just visualize exactly what you need, and it stops you from going to a store and getting distracted and buying things just because they're cute instead of buying things that you actually need for the house, which is another thing that I've done for sure. I use the app Evernote on my Chromebook to keep a list of everything I need so I can refer back to it when drawing up a floor plan or shopping for furniture. I'd highly recommend drawing up a floor plan, by the way. It's such a cool way to visualize what will look good in your space and see what else you might need. I love that I can look at multiple apps at once because it lets me be creative and stay productive at the same time. It's perfect for multitasking. I also really like the touchscreen. It makes everything so much more fun. Tip number two is to budget for everything that you need on your list. And this can be hard, but start with the big pieces mainly. That's where most of your money will go. So try to figure out how much you have to spend on couch, bed, mattress, a desk, maybe like a reading chair. These are the more expensive pieces in your house. So figure out what your budget is, try to break it down between those things, and then see how much you have left over for all the finishing touches. Tip number three is to remember that you don't have to do everything at once. And I know that moving can be very overwhelming. And for us, we started with an unfurnished house and we had nothing, like no mattress, nothing, just a couple of suitcases of our clothes. But it's just good to remember that you don't need to buy everything the first month that you move in. For example, you might need a mattress pretty quickly to be able to sleep on it, although we're still sleeping on a blow-up bed because we're waiting for our mattress. But once you have your mattress, you don't need to rush to get the bed frame, for example. You've got the mattress, you can sleep on it, and maybe a month or 2 months in, once you've saved up a little bit more, you can actually buy the bed frame that you want. And hopefully this will give you a little bit of peace just to realize that you don't need to rush into everything. You don't need to have a ton of money saved up at once, because between the security deposit, your like 2 months rent, and all the other charges that come with moving, yeah, just know that it's okay to wait a couple of months before you get everything for your house. Tip number four is to invest in the details. So for example, in our bedroom, we have a chest of drawers that's pretty plain, pretty simple, not very expensive. And what I've done is I bought some drawer knobs so I could switch those out, and it makes the biggest difference. It looks so much more expensive and luxurious than it did before. And you can do this with so many little things around your house, like throw pillows or little area rugs, just different touches here and there that are not the super expensive big pieces, but will make a difference and make it look like you've spent more money than you actually have. Tip number five is to DIY whatever you can, and there's so many amazing ideas for different DIY projects if you look online. For me, I've been looking at the big dream catcher things. I don't think that's what they're called, but I will put a picture here so you know what I'm talking about. But maybe one of those above our bed. And I was looking at one in a store the other day and they were like $1,000 or something crazy in the store that I was looking at. But it looks like something I can very much do myself. So stay tuned, I might be doing a little DIY video on that soon. But that's just to give you an idea that there's so many different things that you can make around your house, and it makes it more special as well to know that you've made it and you worked hard for that. I feel like it's more special than spending like $1,000 on it. My next tip is to try to buy secondhand whatever you can. So before you go out to the stores to buy something brand new, there are so many different websites and apps where people list furniture or home decor pieces that they are selling. Maybe they're moving as well and they just want to get rid of it. And a lot of people are selling things for a really, really good price. Keep in mind that you may need to go see a piece in person just to see how worn it is and see if it's in good condition. But a lot of my roommates have been picking things up secondhand recently, and it's definitely getting me inspired. And one thing I definitely need is a mirror, so I'm gonna keep an eye out and hopefully someone will be selling one soon. Another thing to keep in mind as well is thrift stores stores, and there are so many cool ones in LA specifically. I went to one the other day that I vlogged for you, just to give you an idea of how much you can find at thrift stores. Whoa, it goes all the way back there. This is crazy. I feel like this is one of those where you have to like search for something good, but if you find it, then it's a total win.
Treasure.
My next tip is to try to wait for sales. So if you need big furniture items like couches or beds or maybe a TV or something, then you might end up saving a lot of money if you wait for a sale for those things. And throughout the year in America especially, there are so many different holidays and stuff and like themed sales. There's obviously Black Friday, back to school, Labor Day, like President's Day, Memorial Day, whatever day, Mother's Day. There's always some kind of sales in different stores. So again, maybe you don't need to get a TV right now if you know that 3 weeks from now there's likely to be a big sale in the store that you're gonna buy from anyway. So try to keep an eye on what things you might end up saving a lot of money on if you get it on sale. And also a little bonus tip is a lot of stores give you money off, like a coupon, if you sign up for their newsletter. So if you go on a website and a thing pops up that's like save 20% on your first purchase if you sign up, that could actually end up being a lot if you, again, are buying a big piece. If you're buying something for $1,000, then saving 20% is $200 off, so that's massive. And if you don't want to be signed up to all these things, then sign up to the newsletter, buy the thing, make sure you get your confirmation, and then just go and unsubscribe. My next tip is to get lots of plants, fresh flowers, and candles for your house. This is a beautiful plant. I don't know if it's gonna live right here. I've kind of just put it in the background for the video, but we got a bunch of these. These were only $15. And when you have fresh plants, when you have like life in your house and candles, which make it smell amazing, it just adds like touches of luxury and it makes you feel cozy, and it's so nice. Honestly, it makes me really happy. But these are honestly just inexpensive ways to add like life and vibrance to your house. Yeah, that could only cost you $15 for a beautiful tree. And my last tip is to choose an accent color. So for example, for our kitchen, I've chosen this light blue color, and I've gotten a few pieces here and there that kind of tie the whole kitchen together and make it look intentional. And even though each of those pieces were not that expensive individually, bringing it all together just makes it look like we know what we were doing when we were planning this kitchen. So yeah, it's just an easy and quick way to make your house and your space just feel more put together. Okay, I think my roommates are hanging up the lights on our rooftop, which is gonna just make it feel so magical. So let me take you up there. We kind of ran out, but for now, it looks so much nicer already. Hey guys, so it's a few hours later and I'm about to go to bed and watch a movie and chill out because I've been working all day. I've been editing photos and videos and stuff, but I wanted to show you, I've actually been working on my Chromebook all day and it's still on 73%. That is crazy. Oh, I just love that so much, and it's actually the best for taking on planes because very often there are no plugs and my laptop would die in like an hour, but with the Chromebook I can edit photos and watch movies and stuff for pretty much the entire flight, so that is amazing. Also, how freaking cool is this? This is called tent mode, and I just love watching movies like this. So yeah, I'm gonna cuddle up and watch this movie, and I hope that you guys learned something new in this video that could help you save money next time you're moving or redoing your house or something. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Chromebook for sponsoring this video. And if you guys are not subscribed already, make sure that you press subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.